So let's move to our requests. So inside the requests folder, so here we have add user request. So let's change from false to true, and also here we need to provide the fields. So we have name, and name needs to be required, and a max of 255. So let's add other fields. So we have email, and email needs to be required, and an email, and also max, let's give it only 100. And we have the password. So the password is required, and let's give it a minimum of, let's add 6, and max of 255. So next, we have the auth user request. So here, let's change it to true, and here let's paste, and same thing. So we have email needs to be required, and an email, and the maximum of 100, and password also required, minimum of 6 and the max of 255. Or we can make it 100 if you want. You can make it 100 or 255. So next we need to add the routes. So let's move to our web.php. So we have already the QR codes routes. So now we will add the registration and login routes. So let's first add the middleware. So the middleware will be guest. So only the guests who can access this route. So we have here function, and let's define the first one. So let's copy from here and paste. So the first one will be get request, and it will take us to user/register. So this one will display the registration form. So let's change it here to user controller, and don't forget to import it here. And here we don't need the accept, but let's give it a name instead of accept. Let's change it to name, and name we can give it user.register. Okay, but we forgot to add the name of the method. So here we have controller, and we need the name of the method. Let's go back to our controller. So this is the method showed login, not login, but the registration form. So next we have another one. So this one will be a post, and this one will store user, and the method is store, and name is let's name it user.store. Same thing for the login. So we need to display the login form first, and next we display or we log in the user. So let's change it here to user login, and here from registration to login, and here let's name it user.login, or let's name it only login, because we have already inside our controller. So you have name which is login. Okay, also let's move to the next. We need here to change it to auth. So here it is a post request, and the name is login, and let's name it user.auth. Okay, so now we have our routes. So what is next? So next we need to create the forms. Okay, so let's go to views. So let's add here users, and here we need a register. dot blade dot php, and we need also login dot blade dot php, and we need also profile dot blade dot php. So now we are done. We have 3 views. So let's start with the registration, and later we move to the login.